and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would like to review a wig for you that is called Arrow by Wille. I actually have her in two colors, so if you're interested how she looks, how long she is, how the two colors look and compare, and what I think about these longer styles, then stick around and let's get started. So this is Arrow by Wille in the gorgeous color Champagne Rooted. As you can see, Arrow is a longer style with beautiful beach waves, very casual looking, not too elegant and sophisticated, but it makes it a really great everyday style. Those of you who know me or have been following me for a while know that I normally don't wear these longer styles, but I must say, after I've posted pictures and a reel of this one on Instagram, I got so many feedback and compliments of people telling me how great these longer styles look on me, so I think I'll have to reconsider wearing the longer styles. I mean, I always love how they look, that's not the problem, but I find the shorter ones more practical in your everyday life, working, running errands, but nevertheless, I think this is a gorgeous style. Now, like most of the times with these longer styles, this wig doesn't belong to me because I don't wear them usually. It was sent to me by a friend and wig sister, actually in two colors, so I can show her to you and compare. As always, Steffi, I know you're watching. Thank you so much for lending both to me. Now, the wig features an extended lace front and the left side monofilament part, and as always, I'm going to show you that lace front from up close. As you can see, Wille always does such beautiful lace fronts. And also the monofilament part is perfect. In my opinion, it's the knotting and density of the part is just perfect. You don't have to tweeze and plug. This is how it comes, and I think this looks so natural. Many styles with a mono part are so heavily knotted you don't see through to the scalp, which doesn't make it look realistic, because that's how you look when you part your natural hair, isn't it? And Wille really does this beautifully. I've also grown to love Belle Tress. I wasn't a fan from the beginning, I have to say, but meanwhile I also love them because of that great range of blondes they have and keep introducing new beautiful styles, which is one thing that Wille doesn't do as much, let's put it this way. They also come out with great new blondes or new colors, with great new colors, but they don't have that really wide range of colors. I mean, none of them compares to, let's say, Tony of Beverly, who has over 50 different colors for one style, which is amazing. But unfortunately, not too many wig shops and retailers carry Tony of Beverly anymore, which is a pity, and I still don't have one, but I'm sure I will get one someday. For example, from Mimi's wig boutique in Dallas, which I love, and I'm following them, and I can highly recommend them. These ladies are so lovable, all of them, believe me. And they have Tony of Beverly, so check them out. But back to Wille and this style. Now let's talk about the color Champagne Rooted. Now the color code is 22, 25 and 16, and Wille describes it as a light beige blonde, a medium honey blonde and a platinum blonde. Now if you go by the color chart that most manufacturers use, the 22 is the champagne blonde, which I can definitely see. The 25 is a golden blonde, which is not in their color description. The 16 is the honey blonde they are mentioning, which I can definitely see too. And they didn't give a number for the platinum blonde, but I'm quite sure there's a 101 in there. If it was a 102, it would be too golden. And since this already has gold blonde and honey blonde, I'm quite sure the 101 is the color they use for the highlights. As you might know, Wille keeps changing the color codes for their color name on the different styles. So a champagne blonde doesn't always have the same color code, and you have to be careful if you have one style you love in Champagne Rooted, it might look different on another style. So check out the color codes first to be sure. Now, as always, I'm going to show you the length all around as an overlay, so I won't have to bore you with the numbers again. And we can talk about permatease next, which isn't really an issue with Ellen Wille, and it's no different with this style. I've been checking it out before this review, and I can hardly feel any permatease. This is really low density, and if there is any permatease, maybe it's here on top. Here is a little bit of permatease. I'm going to show you the cap from the inside in a minute, where you can see where that is hidden. But most of the volume this wig gets out of the waves. But all in all, it's really quite a sleek wavy style. It doesn't have that poof that many others have. And I know most of you don't like the poof and the big hair. I love it, but I also like the sleeker style. Now the fibers of Arrow are regular synthetic, and I had to double check because I was quite sure when I put it on it's heat defined. These are heat defined because they just look and feel like heat defined, but obviously they're not. I love and prefer heat-defined fibers, but many times the Ellen Wille fibers that are regular synthetic are on the drier side and don't have that very artificial shine that many regular synthetic have. So there's no need to put in dry shampoo or anything to get rid of the shine. I mean, this looks a little shiny in the bright lights, but in natural daylight it just looks gorgeous and has natural shine, but doesn't look like a regular synthetic. Now that also means you can't change the style with heat. That means you can't straighten it, for example, with a straightening iron. But I don't see why you would like to do that. If I want a longer straight style, I just get another style, right? And I already have one in the mail, which is very low density and very sleek. It's called Code Mono by Ellen Wille. And of course I'm going to show it to you soon. But this one has a really gorgeous wave pattern. And before we have a look at Arrow from all sides, I'd say let's switch colors first. Now here she is in Platinblonde Rooted. Isn't this color just gorgeous as well? I'd have a really hard time picking which one I'd love to wear. So if you're as undecisive as me, I suggest you get both colors so you can go with your mood and pick the one for the day that you like better on that day. Now let's have a look at what Ellen Wille says about the color. They say they just give two color numbers. The color codes are 60 and 24. And the description of the color Platinblonde Rooted is a pearl platinum, a light golden blonde, and a pure white. So if we look up the colors and the color chart that most manufacturers use, you have the 60, which is a pure white silver, which means it's a white that has a silvery touch, and the 24, which is a golden blonde, and what they don't list is the pearl platinum, which would be a 102. The 101 that is usually used in the platinums is the pure platinum blonde, which is a very cool shade, and the 102, the pearl platinum, gives it a little warmth. It's not an ashy platinum, it's more of a, yeah, like the name says, pearl platinum, a pearl color, which is a little more creamy than the pure platinum. They're also not talking about the root. I'm not sure what color that is. I think it could be an 10 maybe, or 8. Or maybe it just looks darker because the rest is quite bright, which is also due to the lights in here, but I'm going to show her to you outside in natural daylight as well. So let's have a look at Arrow from all sides in both colors for a comparison. So let's have a look at the cap next. It's always so practical when you have two of these to demonstrate. As you can see, she has a great lace front that goes all the way down into the ear tabs, which I find is a bonus because it gives more realism. it looks so much more natural than if it just goes to temple. Then the lace seamlessly goes into the left side monofilament part, which I also think is a bonus and much better, especially the ones with the full mono top. Most of the times have that seam right here that you always can see through. I don't know why they do that and why they can't make it like this with a full mono top, but that's the way it is. So I think it's always a bonus to have that seamless lace front and part. Here's a bit of rose lace with very little permatease on top. On the sides she has those velvet covered ear tabs that are really soft with the metal stays inside that are bendable. The rest of the cap is open wefted. She has an extended nape, which is great for updos, and adjustable straps with Velcro that I also prefer and think it's so much more comfortable. As always, by Wille, really well done. When it comes to styling, there's really not much I would do with this style. Of course, you can do an updo, you can put her in a ponytail or clip one side up, etc. But I just prefer to wear this the way it is. I think it's so flattering and feminine and just gorgeous, these waves. But as always, let's try her with glasses. And that's not a problem. There's enough space between the ears and the ear tabs to put the glasses. Okay, now let's have a look at both of them outdoors in natural daylight. Well, that was my little review of Arrow in 2 colors. I hope you liked it and it was helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments down below and I will gladly reply. I'd also love to get a like, and I'd be even happier if you also subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos. And there's a new one each Friday at the moment. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. If you're interested in how she looks, how I like her, how the 2 colors look and compare, and what I think about her, those of you who know me or have been following, the 25 is a golden blonde, which is not listed. They said it's a honey blonde, which would be... Ah, I see. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. So, isn't that color... Isn't this color just gorgeous as well?